everyone, I thought I would jump on my channel and do a little reading. It's going to be a big reading for 2023. This is obviously a collective. If you want to see your star sign for 2023, go on to my other videos. You'll see it all broken down there. And if you want one of these for yourself, you can contact me on www.katemay.co.uk and go to the 12-month reading. Now, it will include a general, which we're not going to do here, okay? The whole process is about an hour. It's not going to be that long here. So we are looking at in-depth things for 2023. And we're going to look as a collective. We're going to look for Britain. We're going to look and see what's going on for our little world. Okay. As a world, this is interesting. As a collective, we've got the Hierophant. Now, it's interesting because I know what's going to happen. Now, we start off in the mindset of we want some order, we want what we know. We are fed up with changes, we are fed up with, changes really. We want to conform to someone that we can trust. We want to conform to someone that we believe in. That is going to be huge this year. Now, it might be that you're going to start to conform to yourselves, okay? This is in house 1. So there could be more of walking away or coming away from collaborational, bonding and understanding your own stuff, following really beating, what do they say? Going to the beat of your own drum. That's it, in a nutshell. You're going to be, and we'll see a lot, we'll see a lot of people stepping away from groups, organisations, not necessarily to work in solitary, but just to follow their own path. And there could be a stronger calling for people in the, what do we want to call it, in the upgrade world, or seeing that bigger picture. Realising that bigger picture. So the collectives could start to move from side A to side B, shall we say there. But it starts with you guys. It's going to start with yourselves. You're going to start to form your own communities, your own groups, your own, what you believe in as opposed to what you're told to believe in. Very interesting. Let's have a look at money. This is a big one. Okay, we already know that we've had the crashes and the crisis of money, and it's still going on for 2023. Now, what this will do, our money system is being broken down. Our money system is being shuffled, it is being broken down, and it will be rebuilt. The tower, although on first look you think, oh shit, actually, I don't mind the tower because it means that it's unsteady in the first place. There are cracks in our system. Therefore, it needs to be improved. So we're going to break down what we know. We're going to break down how things have been to rebuild them. But with the collective joining their own forces, we can rebuild this in a way that's going to work for everyone a bit better. Okay, so don't lose hope that the world is being overtook just yet. Okay, now this also around money for everybody there. It's a shake-up. So this year is very strong because of the Capricorn energy that we have. This year is very strong around our finances, around our security, around our material things, okay? So I think everyone's going to be shaking up their money. Everyone's going to be looking at what's coming in, what's going out. My son come home today from his little job and said the last couple of nights they've let him go an extra hour early. One lad went home 3 hours early. And I said they do it every year, every January, everyone cuts back, don't worry about it. Within a few months, you'll be back up to your regular hours. I remember when I had a Saturday job, I was doing I think I was doing about 12 hours a week. And then in January, it went down to 4, and then it went for a week, and then it went down to 4 every 2 weeks. And I was like, shit. But by April, it was back up again. So there is a shake-up with people's finances for sure at the moment. I think February is going to be a big shake-up month around money. But like I said, we can rebuild it, okay? We can rebuild it. Okay, so let's have a look around how we're going to do with all our neighbours, our communication, our siblings, and our neighbours' cities as well, not just like next door. My nan used to live next door. This is much better, and now I live in my nan's house, and my dad lives next door. This is much better. Now the lovers, this is great because it's communication. Yes, there is going to be some temptation, so we could be in negotiation, with things for sure, negotiation. It's not the Two of Cups though, so there may not be quite a trade-off as to what there could be, but there will be some discussions and there could be some temptation. However, it looks like it will be a lot fairer. Communication with Gemini and Mercury is the game here, so it's going to be really important. And this isn't a politician's life, is it? That honesty rules the way. It's going to be really important for us to find that harmony and balance with everyone else. The truth. Communication with the truth is going to be really important there. And you can see that they're naked, so everyone just being open and honest about all the bullshit and being open and honest about everything there. So when you think about your own personal lives, when to do with siblings, to do with neighbours, to do with getting on with other people, to do with your communication, do you know, just speak the truth. Just lay it bare, just be open, honest, and communicate clearly. This year with the year 7, number 7, communication is going to be huge this year. In seeing other people's points of view, in seeing compassion and understanding. So I'm not surprised that the Gemini, that the Lovers card has come up. But it also brings union, doesn't it? It brings harmony and brings union. So after the communication, we will have a coming together. We will have some union. So we will, I think that there'll be a coming together. Maybe after some words. Okay, let's have a look in our, oh, this is good, in our home and family areas. Okay, again, worldly or Brittany. Not even going down the Britney Spears rabbit hole. But anyway, I should have just said UK, shouldn't I? The house 4, the Wheel of Fortune. I lost my thought for a second. The Wheel of Fortune. Britney Spears came into my head. Anyway, the Wheel of Fortune. This is luck. Our home and family. House 4. This is luck. I wish I was doing this actually with an astrologer. I might do that because they could go into detail much more than what I could on these houses. So that'd be interesting. I might do that. Anyway, house 4, luck. Now this is indicating that we've got luck on our side, that we are moving, that we are shifting, that we are changing, and change is inevitable. It's part of the destiny. Change is definitely coming this year. When you break up that financial sector, when you break up your material things, that has a huge impact, as we know. But luck is changing, so our foundation is going to start to turn more positive this year. I think because we've got in and out, we've got Pluto retrograde, direct, we've got or other planets, I think we are going to have a bit one step forward, one step back, one step forward, one step back until we get to the end of the year. But it will start to pave the way. So in your home, in your family area, there will be some luck coming. There will be some happy changes, positive changes. Perhaps a lot of you are going to get a new car as well coming in there. But things will move forward and things will go on the right track around your home and family area. So trust in the destiny. Now with that card also talks about action. So there's a need for you to act on things. There's a need for you to do something first, to give it a bit of a kick up the bum before it starts moving itself. And then you can sit back and go with the flow. So if you want changes in your home and family area, you're going to have to do something about it initially. Okay, house 5. This is to do with your creative energy, your children, our children, and our love affairs. Okay, the Magician. This is a beautiful card. Now this indicates that we can manifest things. This is where we're leveling up, and this is where we are going to start to really see that 5D coming in, and where we're going to start to see our manifestations, our affirmations, that light bulb moment when we're going to see things differently through our children, through the next generation, but also through our creative side as well. So our playful energy, it's what we need to tap into. We've got so much Saturn, we've got so much Sirius energy. We really need to tap into that creative energy and manifest things. We need to understand that we are what we think, that we are what we talk, we are what we are. So we can create things, we can make that change. And this is where we're coming in to follow our own beat of our own drum, so that we can manifest things the way that suits us as individuals, as a whole then, which would be much more fairer. So manifestation is the key to your creativity, okay? And learning through the children to manifest beautiful things, teaching our children affirmations, teaching our children how the law of attraction works. Okay, now this is health, okay? Health and day-to-day activities. We have the Judgment card, so there are going to be some huge wake-up calls in the health sector. not surprised really, is there? There will probably be big things coming to light under the NHS this year, big things coming to light. It may go on for another 6 months before we start to see that light, and probably towards the end of the year before we start to reap the benefits of it, but there will be some wake-up calls, okay? And yes, there will be some transitions along the way, there will be some changes along the way, but this will give hope to the new light that's coming in, okay? So a change again on the health and on your own health. This might be the year that you decide to give up smoking, to go to the gym, to get the weights out, to start eating healthily, I don't know. But you're going to have your wake-up calls coming this year, and I think a lot of us will understand like that we're not Met or Mickey, that we do need a little bit of help, and that help comes from within. That help maybe come from a little bit more nurturing, a little bit more this or a little bit more that, but also that NHS factor. I think we're going to see more of a bigger picture coming in there. I'm not even going to go down the Brexit thing, but yeah. Anyway, okay, so actually yes I am. I think some of it is to do with Brexit. I'm going to say it. I think some of you who voted Brexit, I think some of you, not all, but I think some of you think, oh shit, perhaps we made a mistake. Okay, now let's go into relationships, all right? Oh, and 11:11 had just came up, lovely. Let's go into relationships. Oh, new beginnings. Now, a lot of us, this would be good for long-term relationships. So on a bigger vibe, we're going to be talking about new beginnings, new ventures, new hope. So on a worldly or on a UK vibe there, we're going to be talking about starting afresh with our longer term relationships, starting a new vibe. Now it is ruled by Uranus, so this could come as a surprise. We could form new alliances with new people, and that might be a complete surprise, but it would be new alliances that come in. As far as your relationships go, if you're a single Pringle, you could be traveling, you could be going far and meeting new people, or just saying fuck it, I'm just going to go and do what I want to do and see who I meet along the way. If you're in a couple, you could find that both of you are on your new adventures, that you have some fun unexpectedly, that you just go, this year we will just want to make some memories, this year we want to do some things that we want to do, we want to create some fun, and we're just going to throw caution to the wind, feel the fear and do it anyway. So it's a lovely card in the relationship area. Although it's going to bring sudden change and some surprises, actually venturing out is not going to be a bad thing. Making some new relationships is not going to be a bad thing. Making new friendships even that have deep connections, and perhaps turning your back on some of the old won't be a bad thing either. Okay, changes around. Okay, the 8th house, this is to do with our death, regeneration, rebirth, and other people's money. So this is really important there. And our, what do I want to say? Other people's money, death, regeneration, birth, sex as well. How did I forget that? Okay, so we have the father figure, we have the emperor in this house. So this is going to be really important. I'm thinking in my head as well, other people's money as worldly. There's going to be some more control, there's going to be some order. So from individually, a breakdown in our individual money, house 2, from us seeing things having to change, we're going to rebuild it. This is a foundation. So collectively, we're going to start to rebuild things that will help and support each other, okay? There could be that this is somebody who's going to be ruling, somebody who's going to be very authoritative and quite controlling. So we could have a leader coming in there. However, this is someone who's firm but fair. I don't know all the astrology signs of the people in the Parliament at the moment, but this could be someone who's firm but fair, who's going to start to deal with other people's money in a firm but fair way. Should be a lot better than where we are now. But getting organised, very much Aries on the 4, the Emperor is being organised, being on it, setting your boundaries. Okay, with basically your destiny, with your purpose, with your longer understanding of things, your long distance travel, your philosophy, your education, your learning, we have the High Priestess. Now, this is deep, so particularly in a philosophy area, this indicates that you are going deep in your subconscious this year, as we all are there collectively. So there is going to be a lot of intuition coming up, and this is again where I'm thinking we're all going to be waking up a lot more. There's a lot more wake-up calls. So I think there's going to be a lot more spiritually minded people surfacing and understanding the bigger picture. However, it also brings secrets. So there could be some secrets going on that we will learn, we will unfold, and perhaps that we will create. So this year it's going to be super important that we learn how to connect to our intuition, that we learn how to follow our gut feeling, we learn how to follow what feels right, not what everyone else feels right. Okay, our career, work, people, house 10. And I do wish I had an astrologer here, because I know that 10, I'm going to arrange that. I know that 10 means something significant. Anyway, our career, this is amazing, the world. Things are going to move on up. Things are going to change. Things are going to come full circle. So expect some changes around your work. Expect changes to start to move into a completion phase, ready for a new chapter, ready for a new phase. No surprise looking at the money side of the cards there as well. So if you're looking for a new job, this is a great year to go for it. If you're looking for a new role, new position, you might find that you've got all the knowledge now and that everything's come full circle and you can attain that. All right. It brings balance, it brings harmony, and it says that you've gone as far as you can go in somewhere or with something, so now you need to move on or expand and branch out. But there's a lovely feeling of accomplishment, success and victory and balance around work coming. So expect some new exciting things there. Perhaps travel as well, overseas travel, and venturing out into the big wide world. We're going to see much more internet traveling, or travelling on the net, you know what I mean. And I think we physically are going to see more travelling with work coming in as a whole this year, for sure with that. Our friendship zone, our communities. This is really important as we want to build our communities. And we've got the Justice card, perfect. So this is all about fairness and accountability. So people will be held accountable. If you've been a bit of a shitbag, really, you're going to be held accountable. If you've done the dirty on some of your mates, you're going to be held accountable. If you've been striving for the best of them, if you've been doing all the right things, that's going to shine, okay? So this year, you're going to find balance, you're going to find harmony, you're going to find truth within your friendship zones, but also within this community. You're going to be with people like-minded, and this is such a spiritual card. With that little foot there and the third eye, so strong with spiritual symbolism, indicating that, again, we're branching into some deeper subconscious, emotional, psychic, spiritual work as a group, as a large group. And then we have our karma energy, but also 12th house, so it is our subconscious, it is our psychic. We've got the Strength card. Okay, this is going to be a biggie one. Now this indicates that we really do need to look at how we deal with people. It's going to be important that we don't throw our toys out the pram. It's going to be important that we deal with people in love and intact, and that love wins over hate, okay? That we remember love wins over hate, and that harsh words and saying nasty things about someone is just what we say about ourselves, okay? We really need to learn this year that sometimes biting our tongue is the best thing. Sometimes tact and discipline and having control over your emotions is really the way forward, not to act in a vile way, basically, or to lose your rag. So you are going to have the strength this year, guys. You're going to have the strength to be able to deal with things in a softer manner, in a gentle manner, in a more caressing manner, in a kind manner, okay? You're going to be reminded to be kind with your words, okay? So I hope that goes for all the cyberbullying that goes on. I've been a victim of it myself. And it's interesting because it happened when they were meant to be a spiritual person, but you just think, well, clearly you can't be, because you would understand that it's about you. But it's not nice, it's not nice. So this year, that be kind statement may become stronger more than ever, okay? But understand that you have that strength within you to master destiny to overcome difficulty, overcome challenges, and it's raw power, but it's gentle power. So you don't have to scream and shout with that card. You don't have to be like, rah, I'm winning. This is subtle. This is like a smile on your face, an acknowledgement of, I know I'm winning, and I don't need to shout about it because I know, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Okay, so let's have a look month by month what's going on then. So January, all right, January, we are trying to conform, but we're also trying to follow the beat of our own drum. I think really a lot of us this year, January, we're going to new start. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. We're going to start to conform to our own rules, our own regulations. But we are trying to get some order. Things have been so chaotic lately. January, we are trying to find some order. February definitely looks like there's lots of shake-ups going on, okay? So batten down the hatches, guys. February looks like it could be quite challenging and a bit of an uphill and just like chaotic there, but fear not. March, we have communication coming in and more harmony. So we're going to rebuild from that February into a more harmonious balance there. Truth will be important in March, as well as communication, being open, being honest, and perhaps some of you will find your true love in March or have a strong, deeper connection with a relationship there, okay? Big choices, big decisions should come up between two people. So I think that in the worldly or in the UK, I think there's going to be some big discussions coming in March there that will affect everyone, that will affect definitely two sides of things. Oh, I needed that. June. April, April, we have luck on our side. So from that discussion, from that balance, from harmony, from weighing up that two-sided situation, in April, we've got luck, we've got change, and it's going to be positive. It will be slow, it won't be start straight away, but the action will start to move things on a bit. May, we've got the realisation that we can actually move mountains. We can manifest things. Power can, our inner power can win. So June is going to be a very strong month. May is going to be a strong month of utilising our own power and realising that that we have the key, manifestation. June, we have that big penny dropping moment in June. We have clarification, we have transitions, we have awakenings, we have massive spiritual enlightenments coming in June. The bigger picture unfolds. July, we have new beginnings, new ventures, perhaps some holidays going on, but looking further afield, not really knowing where we're going, we're just going to go and enjoy some life. So July time, expect some happy surprises or some surprises that take you on a new journey there. August, be master of your own destiny. Take charge of things a little bit more, get some order. So after you've ventured and had a bit of fun and freedom, you'll then want some order coming back in you. And perhaps fatherly energy or masculine energy will come in around you in August. September, follow your gut instincts. Follow what feels right for you. Trust yourself. There could be some things going on that might not be quite open yet. There could be some spiritual, psychic things going on that you're weighing up a little bit. So it's going to be important that you just follow your gut instincts. September, October, November, October. We've got the world in October. So new happenings, new beginnings. And this does feel right for me that in October, I think we're going to be in a very different place to where we are now. I think we're going to move massively between now and October. I think it's a real new chapter in October. And I think the loose ends will start to tie up in October, worldly, and we'll start to move into a whole new mass cycle in October, bringing more balance and harmony. November, Justice card. Now, this is great after the world because it brings balance, it brings fairness, it brings the truth, and it brings justice. And it brings to us a new hope and a new dawn of accountability, that people will be held accountable for their actions. And they need to be held accountable. But most importantly, you need to hold yourself accountable for actions. So this is the big wake-up call. The big wake-up call I think that's happening, that we're going to start to really understand our own energy in creating whatever's being created. How magic we are, really. And then in December, we've got the Strength card. So that last little bit, at the end of the year, we've got the strength to be able to get through any difficulties in December. We might have to just tread on eggshells a little bit, or be very mindful and gentle with people as they're coming to another quite a big year by the sounds of it. We are wanting to be kind to people, we are wanting to be caring to people, but love wins over hate. That really is the key word for the end of the year there, that love wins over hate. So it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds, but I will try and share that with an astrologer. I've got a few friends that really do it, and we'll see if we can pair up and do something, because that'd be interesting. But I hope that you can take something from that. Now, some of that will be on the bigger scale, but whatever I've said, try and home it in around your area as well. If you do want that spread done for yourself personally, you can book it on katemay.co.uk, go on the 12-month spread. It does come with a general reading as well. There's more detail than that. I've only used the major cards, but we use the major and the minor. And did I say it lasts about an hour? It lasts about an hour. So you can book that if you want. Otherwise, enjoy that one. Happy 2023.